Hello and welcome, fans of the Dragon Warrior Randomizer. It is the Summer 2026 tournament. We are here. This is the second official broadcast. There have been several races in the interim between the two broadcasts today, but your second official broadcast of the 2026 Summer Tournament here today. We've got four amazing racers. We've got Cirno, Zatrex, DK, and Kigalas. So we have two separate races, all running the same seed. Cirno is racing Zatrex. They're the two top screen runners. DK is racing Kigalas. They are the bottom two screen runners. As you can see here, we are starting with 4 strength and no spells. So we're hoping, or the players are potentially hoping for items to bail them out in the throne room, or potentially a close cave, or maybe Town of Cold or something along those lines. Otherwise, they may be struggling to get XP. We'll have to see what this has to offer today. So we are using the same summer flags as last summer, which means that you can always start with at least hand axe money. If you start with gold, you won't get less than 560. The king will not ask you if you want to continue. The game will just continue. And we are almost ready to start, so I'm going to keep talking about those flags. And it's mostly the 4-run rule, where you can't fail to run more than 3 times. The 4th time will be a success. So we are starting here. So we see the divergence of sprites. We've got Lodo, we've got several other Dragon Warriors, and we got a Chocobo. You'd love to see the differences out there in the world. So what's our first item? We've got gold and harp. So if there's a bunch of swamp outside, or if the enemy pool is tough, the harp at 4 strength could be pretty useful for the players if they need to find some kind of enemy. If it's tough to get XP out there, we'll have to see what the world has to offer them. We've got what is very suspiciously looking like a south coast here, and a blue slime, which with 4 strength should mean, unless it has some absurd ability combination, that at the very least you can slime your way out of trouble. So these are all the same seed. All 4 players running the same seed. 2 different races, all running the same seed. As we see, Kigalas will be the first to enter the harp trade. I'm gonna hold on to that harp for now, and we'll just have to remember to trade it in. But the trade is right there. They all have the harp. So pretty much the only enemies you can reliably kill right now are blue and red slimes, unless you find some kind of a torch or a fairy water. Something along those lines. DK also holding on to the harp just in case it's useful. I'm not sure if many people have seen the blue slime. There's a potential corner there. That might be an east coast. We may have an offset very easy for a potential reverse count if anyone is so inclined. We'll have to see. Axe Knight there for Kigalas will take him down. Has found a non-zone 0 through 2 enemy. Cirno just not interested. Has seen slimes. Gonna go ahead and trade in that harp. Not coming back in. Has a Staff of Rain. Staff of Rain, of course, is one of the 3 items required to access the rainbow drop. Magidrake with Hurt. I'm sure we've seen it on stream. I haven't. You'll have to assist me and help me because I can't watch all of it. But DK looked to die to a Magiwyvern there. I'm not sure if anybody has managed to reach level 2 just yet. Let's see, we got 1 XP, 3 XP on Zatrex. Kigalas 1, DK 0, Cirno 2. I'm not sure if DK has seen the blue slime yet. DK found mountain to the west. That's fantastic. So died, but knows that there's something there. Still using the save file, so DK still has gold as well. Zatrex hanging out here in what surely must be zone 0. Oh no, that's a skeleton, so I'm incorrect. Kigalas with another blue slime, 1 slime away from level 2. So it looks like it's in either probably the north zone there. It could be the east zone, but that blue slime, at least in the 1 and 8 zone, is not in zone 0. Here are the stats for level 2. We got 12, 8, 3, 11. That is pretty big. Very important. And keep in mind that we have 2 separate races, so even though we're watching everybody, Kigalas has no bearing on the Cirno v Zatrex matchup. But DK with very little XP, gonna have some catching up to do, as Kigalas now has essentially just under a hand axe extra attack power. Level 2. Cirno also level 2 gets that strength. I missed that. Might have had it before Kigalas. We'll have to run the tape back. But Zatrex 2 XP away from the important level 2. So the Magidrake is an enemy you want to fight. It's got hurt. Not sure if the Scorpion has shown us something. Drakey's worth 3, but we're gonna have to do a little bit better than that soon. Oh, we've got a harp. I'm not sure who played their harp, but DK is playing a sweet melody. There it is. Employing the harp strats. Kigalas trying to take down this Magidrake. Has some HP to tank a hurt. Zatrex still trying to get to level 2. Cirno's taking on this Scorpion. Both of them getting low. Will either of them? Yes, there's a heal more. That's terrible. Cirno does get the 16. We'll get level 3. So Magidrake, heal more, bummer. 3 attack power, 1 agility, 0 HP, 1 MP. Not, I mean, the 3 strength is decent, but still, kind of the same situation. Scorpion is looking like the enemy to fight. 4 better than 5, they say, for the Drakey. This could be the level here for DK if he's able to take it down. So DK going to be at strength parity here soon, despite being a little bit down, like 6 XP down. DK can manage to get one of those, like, Scorpions, for example. Would be right in there. We've got level 2 for Boko as well, for Zatrex. Getting that 12 increase, which is pretty nice. So this is going to be one of those starts. I don't know that anyone's going to be able to do too much more here than just grind it out. Although DK did see Mountain Cave. He knows about that. I'm not sure if anybody else does. Everybody else in this 4 square little patch of desert, except for DK, still in the, I'm assuming, Zone 0 area. Maybe wants to take on a Magidrake, but just doesn't know that he's going to get heal moored yet, so... So Cirno steadily rising in level. Getting some XP out there. I probably missed that level 4. It was what, 4 strength there? A little bit of HP and the spell of repel. So not a huge level 4 either. Yeah, it was what, 4029 repel. Right, that's level 3 for DK. And level 3 for Kigalas, so they're pretty close now in level. So, have achieved some kind of parity here. There's level 3 for Zatrex as well, so Cirno really just out ahead based on being able to get level 2 earlier than anybody else with those slimes. With a steady helping of Scorpion now really helping towards level 5. Scorpion definitely looking like the enemy that you want to fight right now. DK going to get killed by the Magidraki instead of learning about the heal more, so may spend more time being baited. Kigalas up to level 4 now, while DK still down there at level 3. I think the zone is if there's no scorpions in the zone that DK's in, I think that's the real problem. Cirno encounters an Axe Knight out in the wild, gets away. Another one almost immediately gets away. No, they're just a poltergeist. This time the poltergeist ambush, so gets away from 2 Axe Knights. Gets ambushed by the poltergeist. You know, that's Dragon Warrior, baby. So we'll start everyone again back near within like a tile of start, just trying to go about their business. Cirno, a little bit of a lead here on XP over Zatrex, with Kigalas having a bit of an XP lead here on DK at the very early stages. Everybody has seen the staff trade cave. Only Cirno has traded in for the staff yet. DK has seen Mountain Cave. I'm not sure of anything else. I can't watch it all, but... Oh, here's another level. We got 4, 3, 2, 6. No spells for Cirno, so steadily gaining a little bit more strength. HP still not super great. No spells of... I mean, you could repel potentially to keep away the riffraff, but maybe you still want to kill the riffraff. If Kigalas is able to get this Magidraki, will be level 5 there for him as well. So caught on up there to Cirno. Gets that 4, 3, 2, 6 no spells. DK can get up to level 4 to pick up the modest gains that it, you know, the 4, 0, 2, 9. Oh, also gets up to level 5. Excuse me. So yeah. Oh, level 4. I'm losing my mind. Repel came at 4. 5 is a different level entirely. I apologize. Regardless, we're still hanging out. We like this 4 square desert patch. We're a big fan of walking around in these desert tiles, fighting the enemies within. DK gonna fight this scorpion here. And again, I think the only things we've seen are the starting castle, the Harp Trade Cave, which is right near start, and DK has seen Mountain Cave. I believe the only one. I wonder if the scorpions are in Zone 0, but I just haven't seen them. But the encounter rate is also quite helpful, and you know, in addition to the extra enemy pool in the desert up there. So even though the XP difference is a little bit small right now, in terms of what they're able to kill, you know, there's still relevant differences. Yeah, if you're newer, there is, you know, the vanilla game, there are coordinates that you get to get the token, that if there is something and what that item is randomized among a pool of items of importance, the search spots, of which, you know, the coordinates are one. And being so close to a presumed bottom coat, Cirno gets hurt more, level 6, so getting 165 XP, very important in this seed. So that's good. That's the mark you need to get to. And Kigalas should be there closely. DK trying to get there. Zatrex has a little bit to go. So should see the XP really pick up here for Cirno, especially since he's seen those Axe Knights. They're out there. But you can use your position, like Tantagil's position from the coast, to count the coordinates easily if they're near if they're near a coast. or both coasts, and it looks like we're in the southeast corner, so potentially might see some reverse counts if there's an important item on the coordinates. Cirno going to be able to set out into the world with the confidence of heavy firepower. Gonna hurt more of this poltergeist because you might just get blocked and killed, so just, you know, no need to save MP, you're just gonna die with anyway. There's that 17, 8, 1, 10 hurt more for Kigalas. Picking up that level should be able to increase the offensive capabilities quite significantly. DK is a Scorpion away from being at the same level. Kigalas going to trade in the harp now for the staff. It looks like an Axe Knight kill for Cirno to get up to 403 for 5256. Very nice. I think it's more that rescuing the princess is guaranteed to take a significant amount of time. And there is a not one-shot Axe Knight, and Cirno is dispatched and sent back to the king for the price of half his gold holdings. Green Dragon going to take down Kigalas with the ambush. Doesn't even give him the opportunity for the one-shot. So DK going to pick up that hurt more level with the pretty deep, like 17, right? Pretty big strength increase as well. See if DK immediately switches, turns in. Yes, remembers that Staff of Rain is required. Will trade in the harp. But I feel like the only runner to have played the harp, but I might be wrong, was DK. And again, I might be wrong too, but DK might be the only one who's seen Mountain Cave as well. So he might be headed back in that direction now. Wyvern is a pretty good enemy to see with the spell of Hurtmore. Kigalas heading out, DK heading back to, yeah, it looks like Mountain, and Cirno looking to find some more Axe Knights. Finds a Stone Man instead. Kigalas also finds a Stone Man and ends up paying the Stone Man price. Both of them, Cirno falls as well as Kigalas to the Stone Man. Big heavy stone hands. So Zatrex is about to pick up level 6 and hurt more as well. So everyone should have some kind of capability as DK is dispatched by an armored knight, getting ambushed, made it to the cave, and then immediately died. Has to feel great about that. And there's the 17, 8, 1, 10 hurt more for Zatrex. Everyone is online with the spell of hurt more. And really, it's always about XP, as Kigalas finds the mountain cave here as well, but gets a Star Wyvern, needs to one-shot. It's possible. It's not likely. Gets it. That's huge. Very nice. And yeah, it's going to be about getting XP and finding locations, you know? Who's going to be able to do that best? The hurt more on the Magic Wyvern is amazing. You're hoping for that more than the Armored Knight, because you're much more likely to die. Like, you're going to take 25 damage to an Armored Knight. That's just going to happen. We get the 5, 2, 5, 6 there for level 7. So Cirno is close to level 8. Have to see if he can get another Axe Knight, if he's going to choose to go back to that location and continue looking for those fights. So it looks like there's Droll, Magi, Magician, Magic Wyvern, Warlock, Armored Knight. You're just hoping to not get the Armored Knight in that zone. And there's the Armored Knight for Kigalas. Can you survive on 24? 27, I mean, that's not bad. That was close. I bet that thing can hit you for like 50 at 17 defense. DK also hits level 7 with its 5 strength, 2 agility, 5 hit points, and 6 MP. I missed what he picked up there. It was a dragon scale. Gets it for free, very economical. Zatrex heading out in the same westerly direction will likely find the cave as well if it continues, and does. And Cirno just trotting along, looking for these Axe Knights. Probably picked one up and I missed it. No, doesn't have quite level 8 yet. Looks like DK died down there in the mountain cave as we've got Zatrex and Kigalas both in. Zatrex gonna get that dragon scale. Will equip it. There's the Axe Knight, but it's an ambush for Cirno. Can you one-shot? Does hit, which is good. Does not one-shot, unfortunate. Gonna get sent home. The ambush really was a huge bummer in that particular fight. DK just headed back. Magic Wyvern using the stop spell, no effect. That's fantastic. Will allow Kigalas to get this kill. Should be level 8 here for Kigalas before Cirno. Could be a kill on this werewolf if it's good. 3 strength, 5 agility, 2 HP, 12 MP, and it wasn't enough to kill the werewolf for Zatrex. He's gonna fall. Got a torch used to get out of the inventory. Did we get the dragon scale? Probably already put. Yeah, that was the second item, was torch. So dragon scale torch. Oh, rogue scorpion, fantastic. So I think that there's pretty good enemies in the basement of mountain as well to be fighting. So DK gonna get this torch. Gets it. Also going to get it out of the inventory. I missed Kigalas getting that item. There's a key. So the 4th item important. I didn't see the 3rd. But no, chest 4 pretty important here. DK also going to pick up level 8 for the 3, 5, 2, 12. Cirno gets level 8 as well. Zatrex getting close to level 7 here, is 7 XP away. Kigalas going to buy more keys. We probably get to see a treasury check here. So it was a cursed belt in chest 3. That's our first belt. DK gets the key. We'll see if he's able to make it to chest 5. Needs to get a first hit kill werewolf or somehow take less than 16 damage. Does not. Is also sent home, but has gold, will likely buy keys. Grave is underneath. So you've got a chest glitch at home if you want it, but we haven't seen any towns. Herb. Oh, wait. That wasn't an herb. We'll see what these were. A torch and maybe another key. I'm not sure what it was. Yeah, okay. There's another key. So it looks like it was herb, torch, key on the top. The Kigalas will dive. Cirno's found Rim. So Cirno's been doing some work out on the map and has found Rim here. Gets keys the old-fashioned way. DK also into Grave. Hard to pay attention to everything that's going on, but I'll try my best. We'll try to watch Cirno get this item here. DK also gonna get more keys on that chest, it looks like. Fighter's ring in Rim. Cirno did equip it. Well, we'll see if Zatrex can make it to chest 5 here in Mountain. So Kigalas takes a death. Trying to dive Grave. Should get a treasury check here. We've got that wasn't a harp. That was an herb. We're getting 2 items. That was two more herbs maybe? And I think that's a sword. We'll have to check the status. So we're maxing out on herbs. We didn't check the status to confirm it, but I guess he's holding a sword now, and he did not have a weapon, so... Right? But there's a shield too, maybe. I don't know. DK must have also picked up those items that were in there, so got the herbs and the sword. Just my guess. With a hit like that, I would say so. So yeah, treasury pretty important. The key, very important. But able to get one through Mountain or Rim. I'm not sure if Cirno's gone home yet. Zatrex, we'll see if Zatrex will be the first to get to chest 5. Cantlin here for Cirno. Cirno's finding all kinds of stuff. So found Rim and now has found Cantlin. And his steadily gained XP as well. So out to 1,081. Kigalas back in Grave fighting Werewolf. I mean, there's good enemies in these mountain and Grave zones. Getting ambushed by an Axe Knight is DK. Can you get a one-shot? Zatrex is buying more keys. Does get the one-shot. Is that another town? Yeah, so I'm not sure if those were the dueling towns of Rim and Cantlin there for Cirno. I would think probably, but maybe I missed something even more. There's been a lot going on. It's probably me. I can turn down my fan and see if it's better. But yeah, Cirno able to get a decent amount of XP out in the world and has found quite a number of areas. Hasn't been into Mountain yet, but as of yet, there's just a key in there. I don't know if anybody's seen the 5th chest yet in Mountain. Maybe Zatrex did. So we'll see it on Cirno. It's herb, I think, yeah. And then there's the sword. So the things that we still need to find are obviously the stones, the token, the armor, rainbow drop, and Charlock. But you gotta find something to fight too, so Hawksness helpful for finding those things as well. We don't really have any healing spells, so herbs are pretty good. This Axe Knight is decent. But the HP situation is not ideal. Even at level 9, only 40. Does not leave a lot of wiggle room. If you get ambushed by any reputable enemy, it's pretty much a death sentence. So Cirno has seen Cantlin, but I don't know if he had the capability of getting the coordinates. I doubt it. That was a red dragon that stopped DK. The XP is very close between DK and Kigalas, and I think that their overall item progression is pretty similar. Zatrex has caught up a lot on XP, and just hasn't seen quite as much as Cirno. And Cirno still has a little bit of a lead, but all in all, it's all still pretty close, and nobody has found anything, you know, ultimately consequential. It's just that Zatrex is the only one without the sword. Tracking is so great. Fairy Water Mountain 5, thank you. So that is good to know. So I don't think we've seen Grave 5 yet. Looks like Zatrex is down trying to get there. I don't know what Grave 4 was, but it didn't seem like it was important. But maybe Zatrex hasn't gone in the treasury yet. Looks to be going in there now. So we'll get the sword and these herbs. He had the keys, but he only had, you know, 40 maximum HP and herbs, so... So there's a fair amount of hurt moreable enemies on the seat. We've seen Magiwyvern, Werewolf, Axe Knight. I mean, Armored Knight is not good because the HP is bad. Eventually, it'll become not too big of a deal. So there's the Fairy Water pickup from DK. But there are some hurt moreable enemies out there. And having the sword too means that you know, you can swing on the mid stuff and keep your MP. It's just that HP is the real bugaboo. And the spell of heal also would be pretty relevant. Looks like Zatrex is looking for the werewolf encounter. They're in, I think, Grave 1. I'm gonna pick up level 10. $6045. Kigalas also gonna pick up level 10 here. So Cirno is gonna close in on 11, but not quite be there with this werewolf. Here we've got level 11 for Cirno. It is going to be 2 strength, 13 agility, 6 HP, 6 MP, radiant outside. Those are castable spells. They're not spells of healing, however, they are castable spells. Cirno not immediately casting radiant lets me know that there's probably oh, not that much MP. But notable locations, Garenhem would be pretty notable with 3 checks available in the back, you know, you use the door. Cole would be notable because of the free search tile check. Cantlin, which Cirno has been to, if you can weather the damage, would be notable for potential chords information. And I think that we've seen all of Grave, but maybe nobody's been all the way to the bottom. Flute in Grave 5. Okay, fantastic. So Zatrex made it to the bottom, got the flute. So maybe the flute could be pretty relevant if one of the spikes is a golem. Like, you could feasibly fight a golem with the flute and some herbs and the sword and some patience, maybe. But yeah, the 2 search spots, well, I guess the 3 search spots, are the important places right now, as well as Garenhem. And then you're thinking potentially Charlock, but you still have the Stone's Cave and Tablet, which are out there. Cirno picking up a little bit of defensive gear here. I think that Zatrex has settled into a werewolf heavy diet here in the Grave Zone. Not really any healing unless you can keep that chest grind available and just get herbs from the treasury. That might be what he's doing. In which case, I think that's, you know, not a bad idea at all. Looks like we're back to the Rim. Is Cantlin right next to Rim? It must be. Because I don't think we've seen another town, so I think that has to be Cantlin and Rim next to each other. But we might get a coordinates check here from Cirno with 50 HP. You can take 3 steps before you die. And maybe just get a death warp out of checking the coordinates. I don't know if you can make it back. You might be able to. Kigalas has the flute as well. Sees a golem. Is going to get an opportunity to kill a golem. Or run. We'll see. Is fighting. Gets hit. DK has closed the gap on XP considerably and found a town here, which is not the towns we've seen. It's Cole. This could be a very important town. First, going to check the shop. Cirno does make it 43 north, 18 west. I didn't really see what was in that shop, but the token is on Cole, so a relevant search. So there's a half plate available. I saw a full plate, but that was all I saw from the shop. DK gonna take the long walk for herbs. Herbs very important in this situation with no healing. And Cirno has shown us that level 11 is not the level for healing, and Cirno's gonna make the walk for the coordinates. Could be a very consequential walk. Might only be doing a 1 coordinate count at this point. He's also got the reverse knowledge, so I'm not sure if that's super helpful. Oh, it is. You can just go to the east. Yeah, he just really needs the north. Oh, he's just got it. He's going quick. I wonder if it's a false coast situation, or... I don't think so. Kigalas into Rim. I'm not sure if this is the first time. Yeah, it looks to be the first time. So finding the Rim Cantlin complex. Gonna get the fighter's ring here out of that chest. DK gonna pick up that half plate, it looks like. 16 defense added to his name. Very nice. Cirno's already got a half plate. Zatrex keeping up decently on the XP. It's just that Cirno's out here finding all kinds of stuff. Doing a lot of exploration. So he's seeing a lot of what is necessary to see. Large shield here for Kigalas. That's very nice. We'll see, maybe that's not... Oh, these are different towns. I wonder, what's that third town then? Breckenary, okay, that's why. Cool, cool. Understood. DK finds the opening to Sharlock. I'm sure he will note that. So whichever direction DK has gone is the other direction, because the way that Cirno and Kigalas have gone lead to Rimmildar and then Breckenary and Cantlin. I'm not sure, did Cirno end up getting the chords? Cirno's here now by Sharlock. DK gonna pick up level 11 here. Will be the last to do so. Still no healing. Yeah, 4 strength start, 165 XP to get before hurt more. And see what you can get. Cirno gonna pick up the token here. And we'll need the armor and the stones, and to trade those in. We've seen the towns of Rimmildar, Breckenary, Cantlin, and Cole. Kigalas picking up those coordinates. Could be the death necklace, but it could be the stones or the armor. Can't be anything else. Armored Knight takes another life with the low HP. It's tough to withstand if you get ambushed or miss a hurt more. Zatrex has been hanging out in this grave zone, likely hoping to find heal more before setting out, and has done a great job getting this XP, just hasn't been able to stick around with the level of exploration that some others have, especially Cirno. And again, this is two separate races. It's Cirno versus Zatrex, DK versus Kigalas. Neither pair cares about the other pair. Level 12, was that heal and return? I saw return. I think it might have been heal. There's the Erdrick's armor for Kigalas on the coordinates. That's very important. Gonna help a lot with this low HP and lack of healing. Here's a new town on Cirno's screen. Could be Hawksness or Garenhem. I think that's it. DK's in Garenhem. Wings, gold, gold. So this is the same town, DK and Cirno in the same town. I think DK's gonna buy potentially a large shield here. That is correct. Oh, he's trying to swindle the shopkeeper, not gonna take the bait. We'll settle for the large. Cirno's going to show us what's in the basement. Could be swamp, stones, tablet. It's swamp. It also could have been the rainbow drop. But we got a swamp cave. We can check the spike with hurt more. I think it would be, I mean, maybe you don't want to die. Maybe you want to save position. But you got hurt more. Both players going to check the spike. It's an Axe Knight. That seems like a pretty relevant find. So maybe you struggle on having the most XP, but you find this Axe Knight and you've got hurt more. And there's a town right here, so this might be a pretty good play. There shouldn't be too much more to find. We still need to find Hawksness, or potentially, probably need to find Hawksness, because we don't know where the stones are. But it could be in the Stones Cave or in Tablet. But I think that those three locations are now the only options for the stones. The Hawksness and either of the two one cave caves. But yeah, being able to grind here on this Axe Knight until heal more, and the town that you're connected to is Garenhem, where you easily buy herbs, seems pretty good. So Kigalas is going to pick up the token right here out of coal. And DK going to eclipse Kigalas here on XP and pick up level 12 a little bit sooner. With its 121, 7, 2 hurt and return. Nice. So yeah, Zatrex did a great job keeping up on XP, but is, I think, considerably behind on the exploration aspect. And it's only going to get harder with the XP if Cirno sticks on this Axe Knight. Look, it looks like he might. And we're seeing it in chat. I missed the level up, but level 13 comes with the spell of heal. That is fantastic. Only 65 HP, but that's still, you know, that gives you a little bit of a, like, you might even survive an ambush from an armored knight. You might. But yep, Cirno just going to stick it out. We'll see once the MP is gone, as a Red Dragon dispatches Zatrex right before he gets to Garenhem. That's a really unfortunate, as we've seen that the Axe Knight is a very, very steady diet for getting things. So that is a bummer. We'll see if Zatrex is going to head right back to that town. It should be level 12 here for Kigalas after this Armored Knight. Yeah, it comes with 21 agility. That's pretty good. You know, 10 defense right there, and potential easier running situations. So DK is using the last herb. Gonna hope to use some efficient MP here. We'll see if he's gonna try to heal and Garen him and continue. We might guess. So looks like that's what Cirno's doing. Or at least Cirno is healing and restocking on herbs, but it seems like you might just be interested in getting heal more at this point, with this being the grind of the seeds so far. That is a death necklace located in the tablet cave. So Kigalas gets that. Oh, the HP is not looking a whole lot right now. And that's as said in chat, the rainbow drop trade right there. But you never know. You could just get 70 HP on some level. But death necklace might not be the most relevant. DK taking the refill trip to buy herbs and heal at the inn, as Cirno is back on the Axe Knight plan. Cirno is at work. They gave him a spreadsheet full of Axe Knights, and he's just crunching right through it. That's what you just, you know, you gotta. They're working their 9 to 5 right now, and we'll see them when they're done. DK is clocking in for another day at work. You know, went home, got some rest. Now he's got his coffee. He's heading off to the Axe Knight mines himself. Level 13 for Zatrex will have that heal spell now, which is pretty fantastic. Did make it back to Garenhem, should be able to locate that Axe Knight as well, as DK also picks up that heal spell and level 13. Kigalas walking around pretty freely with the armor is great. Cirno and Kigalas both have the armor. DK has not seen Cantlin yet. I'm not sure that Zatrex has either. I don't think Zatrex has seen much outside of Garenhem here. And Mountain. Yeah, Kigalas definitely not in terrible position right now. Because really just needs to find Garenhem. And then we're going to see on DK's side what's on the other side. Feel like Hawksness has a pretty good chance of being over here, and potentially the Stones Cave. And I think it's pretty much a guarantee that the item you need is in one of those two places. That's a red dragon though. And you get away, sometimes you get away. Cirno up to level 14, still only 66 HP, no heal more. Gonna stick it out here on these Axe Knights. That's the Stones Cave for Kigalas, and yeah, so I think that we're thinking Hawksness is the place to be. And it might not be on the swamp continent, or maybe there's more to it. No, it looks like that's it. Kigalas does see Garenhem, so that is going to be pretty important. DK right back to work. Kigalas also working, but, you know, doing more manual outside labor with the more unpleasant armored knight. And we have 3 players now engaged in the, you know, pursuit of a vocation. And Cirno now waking up, you know, just had breakfast on the way back to the office. I can cast magic and I still have to work a 9 to 5. That's what they're thinking. But But yeah, Kigalas has seen a bunch of map now, and if he similarly sticks to a gotta kill some X-Knights approach, could be in good shape. But Hawksness is out there. If he finds Hawks, he could just be done, and that would be amazing. So Cirno in a great position in that top race. The XP is decently close, but Cirno has found about a lot more on the map and just needs to get the stones and then find the drop. Kigalas has done a lot on the map and isn't terribly far behind on XP and should be able to catch up quickly. So I'd say that the bottom race is pretty close as DK dies, and even though DK is ahead on XP, he might actually be slightly, potentially, overall behind, but it's very close one way or the other. Looks like DK is going to go to the bottom of Grave now, which is unfortunate for him because it's not really anything. Oh, the flute, he'll be thrilled to find the flute, potentially. Kigalas gets to level 13 and picks, no, 14? 13. Level 13. We'll pick up the heal spell. Cirno is getting close to showing us what level 15 has. A 50% chance of having the spell of Heal More, which is a good and relevant spell to have. DK has a little bit of defense and good agility though, so he might be able to make it through this grave dive without too much trouble. And the enemies that you can find, they're not Axe Knight worthy, but you still get some XP on the way down. But it would be time better spent, we know with the overall view, better spent looking for Hawksness, but he doesn't know that. Here's level 6, I missed 15. It did not come with Heal More. So level 16 it is for Cirno to get Heal More. Sitting at 67 HP, definitely not, and looks like that death necklace, not super relevant. So DK has set off on a little bit more of an adventure. He's on like a business trip right now, while the other three are still hard at work, grinding away. They're just in there doing whatever their daily job is. Yeah, DK's out on an extended sales call that is unfortunately not going to work out very well. Will not be a big yield on investment. Cirno, ending the day. Gonna go home, make some dinner. We'll see what he's gonna do with his time. But is finished in the Axe Knight mines for the day. And there's the flute. DK thrilled, will cast outside, happily in possession of his favorite item. See if he's going to set out now looking for Hawksness and the other caves as well. He still needs to find those. He hasn't seen the other towns either, so he's probably going to run into Rim, Breckenary, and Cant. Like DK's perspective, he hasn't seen that much, right? But he should run into Rimeldar and then Breck and Cantland within short succession sometime soon. Kigalas going home, gonna take a rest, hit the Axe Knight mines again. Looks like Zatrex, his shift is almost over. DK picking up level 14. It will not have heal more. Alright, Kigalas has rested, right back to work. So you know what? They're giving me the opportunity for all this overtime. I'm gonna take it. No dilly-dallying. So Kigalas will end up with the XP lead here within short order as DK runs around and tries to get the stuff. The only thing he's gonna get out of this is the coordinates, which will be armor. Unless he finds Hawksness, and then he'll have everything. But Kigalas looking to be in pretty good shape here. Cirno similarly in good shape, and just looks to be trying to get heal more here. And then I'm not sure. Cirno has not seen all of the other, you know, the 2 one chest caves or rainbow drop, so needs to find those, and then also needs to find Hawks. There's the death necklace for DK. It looks like he made it to tablet and rainbow drop land. So he made it here before he made it to the those towns that I described. He might make it to the stone. Oh no, this is what, Cole. He's been here before. It just he wasn't. Yeah. Looks like we're gonna get a full plate here. But yeah, all of this time is what we know. DK is hoping to find Caitlyn and then Hawksness. Those are the things that are going to be relevant here. Zatrex back at work. Cirno has heal more, still at work. Has not had enough. There might not be a better grind in the seed, and you're here. So at the very least, going to use the rest of the MP. We'll see if Cirno's going to grind more than that, or you know, choose to set out now with heal more. But knows he wants more XP and is going to use this MP now while he's here, at the very least. And High Spirits just hanging out here, also looking for the daily quota of Axe Knight grindage. I have no real spatial awareness of where things are on the map. I know that people have seen things, but I haven't paid enough attention to any one person for long enough. That could be Hawksness right there on DK's screen. In which case, that would be really good for him, because then he would know. It might not be, though. This is, no, that's going to be Caitlyn. So this is Rim, and then Breck and Caitlyn. Okay. So he's finding these now. He'll get the Fighter's Ring, and then he'll find Breck and leave. And then he'll get the coordinates. Really unsure where Hawksness is. Yeah, Cirno is going to stick it out and probably until more HP. Might, you know, who knows if there's like a Stone Man or a Blue Dragon in the Hawks grind. This is the best grind, you're here. Or no, he's going to go through, okay. He's going to check the other side, and he will learn, like DK did, that there's not really anything there. Kigalas, somebody is being a monster on the morning commute, so he's decided to completely just go and buy herbs, you know, use the time wisely. DK into Caitlyn, gonna get the cords. Following the cords will lead to the armor. DK has the heal spell now, though, so can at least use that instead of herbs. Cirno's out exploring the... at least there's Axe Knights over here, too. Would you like some Axe Knights with your Axe Knights? I would. Cirno has also gone either on an extended business trip or, you know, some kind of vacation, a working vacation. We'll see once he finds out that there's nothing over here if he's going to go back in and fight more or head out in search of Hawksnessier pastures. Zatrex almost to level 16 and the heal more that it provides. And opening up about a 1500 XP lead here is Kigalas. DK still needs to get the armor and needs to find Hawksness. I'm not sure if anybody has gone, maybe they have, I haven't been paying enough attention. I can't tell you anything about where people have gone. I can just tell you what I think they've seen. So agility's looking pretty good. HP is not looking amazing. I mean, 85 is a lot better for Cirno. It's still not amazing. That's Hawksness, right? DK has found the town of Hawksness. This is fantastic. It'll be the stones. He probably wants it to be the armor, but once he gets this, he can get the coordinates and know for sure that it's the armor. He does not have the capability to... what are you going to choose to do here? He's not going to go for it. Doesn't have sleep. Oh, he's going to fight in here and try to get the level. Oh, that's a bummer. Because you wish you could have just been doing this. He's got the flute. This might not be terrible. The flute might not be the worst play here. It's not great, but in terms of what you're doing in this desert, it's probably pretty good. Looks like Kigalas is also learning about Swamp Continent not being super amazing. So I think for DK here, he needs Kigalas to struggle to find this location with Hawksness. At least DK knows where Hawks is now. He's gonna get the coordinates done, pick up the armor, and then we'll see if he's gonna go grind more or try to go back to Hawksness. He might go grind after picking this up, knowing that it's a stone man and he doesn't have sleep. Sleep comes at 16, same as heal more. So right now, Cirno is grinding, looking for, I'm assuming, Hawksness. I'm not sure if Cirno, I might not have been paying attention. Maybe he found the trade-in, the Rainbow Drop and Tablet and whatnot. He doesn't have Death Necklace, so I'm assuming he does not know where Tablet is. Cirno is heading in the right direction to find Hawks, though. I don't think so anymore, but... yeah, DK going to grind more. He knows where Hawksness is, so the real thing is that DK needs Kigalas to struggle to find where Hawks is. Yeah, you got to take this one tile path to make it to Hawksness. So Cirno is Hawksness bound. We'll be able to kill that stone man no problem, and is going to be on the way to trading in. He might still need to find the drop cave, I'm not sure. Zatrex again staying very close on XP, but just has a lot of exploration, like still needs to get a bunch of stuff done. And Cirno is going to be done with everything except for the grinding and trading in after this fight. Kigalas deciding to return home. So maybe going to be on an expedition Hawksness bound. Seems to be heading in the right direction. So it looks like Cirno does pick up that key item and just needs to trade in and get the XP and go. DK back in the mines, the Axe Knight mines. And it looks like Kigalas is heading in the right direction, so potentially only a matter of time until locating the place to be. Which I think puts Kigalas in a pretty good position here. He is just short of Healmore though, so maybe it's not that good. He doesn't have sleep either. Might be able to still kill the Stone Man. HP max 67. Yeah, you really want to be 16 going into Hawksness. DK does know that. Kigalas doesn't. And Zatrex has just been hanging out here. He has been putting in work. He still needs to find the token, the stones, and the armor, though. So as close as he's ahead now on XP for Cirno. He's just significantly behind on getting the stuff. So Kigalas here into Hawks. We're going to see what he decides to do with the Stone Man. You could rail off 2 Hurtmores and hit them both and just get it. I mean, you might hit both and still not kill it, but... Here's first try. Gets the hit. Second try. Does not get the hit. Third try. Does not get the hit. Still alive, another try. Gets the hit. Is it enough? It is not enough. Oh man, that's a bummer. That's really unfortunate. Had a great opportunity there. The game just absolutely denying Kigalas there. That's rough. It's not, you know, it's not the end at all. It's just, it's unfortunate. He's like just short of the XP you'd want to be able to go in there and, you know, be very confident at getting the kill. It's definitely an opening for DK. Zatrex just grinding away, very close himself to Silver Shield, natural money. Cirno also close, but fighting this golem's not going to help with the money. Is Kigalas out of keys? Potentially. That's unfortunate. So Rim and Mountain Cave both with key. Rim probably easier to get to. It's right, just right there. Yeah, so you just go to Rim, you get the keys. It's not the most costly, but it's a couple of things here now that have like smaller things adding up that are really giving DK a big chance to catch up. So I think Cirno is looking for the drop cave. Has to be. Should be able to find it here soon. But Zatrex just steadily grinding towards go, has no interest in exploring at this point. Still needs to get several things though. Kigalas is going to be able to go in and get back to work on the Axe Knight, but DK has significantly closed the gap on XP, and now also has the armor, and also knows where Hawksness is, and the trade-in is. So this is a very, very much tighter race now. Zatrex has a lot of stuff to find. Essentially needs to find like the whole world, but is ahead on XP on Cirno, but I just think Cirno is in a very strong position. The only thing that could really go wrong is if Cirno is going to really struggle to find, but I think these are the caves, right? So Cirno's got the thing that he needs, which will not pick up the Death Necklace, which I don't think it's going to be an issue with still only 86 HP. But we'll get the Rainbow Drop, and now Cirno is in grind and go mode officially. First of our players to reach, but again, it's the top racers racing each other, Cirno versus Zatrex, and DK versus Kigalas on the bottom. They are separate races, even though they're on the same seed and they started at the same time. They only care about their opponent. Zatrex taking a look at level 18 there. And we're all back to the Axe Knight mines. We have some very diligent workers here in our stream, putting in a lot of time. They're earning money, they're putting in a lot of time and effort. Zatrex has natural silver shield money. Cirno very close. Is there a silver shield available here? Because they could just buy it. There is. I mean, amazing. Cirno's looking. He's going to do it. I bet Zatrex's going to do it too. Why not? It's not like you're really going out of the way. That's unfortunate. Those NPCs blocking the cute chocobo. But yeah, this DK Kigalas race is suddenly very close. There's the acquisition of that silver shield for Zatrex. Hard earned. That's like, you don't see that very often. It's a natural earning, but he earned that. He built it from the ground. Cirno also picking up the natural born silver shield. Earning it. And we're just in here. We're just in Garenhem, going to work, going to bed, going back to work. That's all we're doing. That's all it is. Their lives, heroes' lives are so much more like ours than we know. They're so much more like us than we know. The question I have for Kigalas and DK is, once they get level 16, are they going to go straight to the Stone Man, or are they going to stay here for a while, knowing that you have to get levels anyway? So, like, do you want to have to come back here? I'll be interested. It's like Zatrex heading towards level 19. Yeah, we're just doing this. Kigalas has opened up a little bit of a lead here, but he's all out of MP, so it's probably going to get eaten up walking back out. So the time it's going to take to walk out and heal is going to put them back to pretty close to even. And they are both sticking around at level 6, so it makes perfect sense. Like, you know what the only thing you need on the seed is, so you might as well just grind to go. So I don't think we're leaving this place for quite... nobody's getting out of here until it's time to go, I guess. Zatrex could he could go because of how much he needs to find on the map. Zatrex could definitely go. Cirno is one defense away from defense breaking the Axe Knight. If you get to 94 defense, are you still hurt mooring it, or knowing that you have to do the refill, or are you just swinging? It's only 117 attack power, I guess. But there's the level 18 for Cirno. It's not going to provide... Oh, yeah, it's not going to provide enough HP. Well, 96, but you only got 117 attack power, so... Or close to it. But I'm not sure, yeah, if you were in this position and you had to keep grinding, and you were level 18, if you got an extra defense, if you were, like, if you had 94 defense right now, would you be swinging? Because it's still going to be faster to hurt more, right? So like, would it be better to swing and have to heal less? Or just still hurt more and heal? You're still going to have to heal yourself, though. So you're still going to have to end up healing. Yeah, just swing as like a way to squeeze some extra life out of your grind near the end of the MP cycle. I can see that. So hurt more and then get a little bit of squeezing in if you're trying to get a level in. Level 19, that was quick. At 85 strength, 97 HP. So 125 attack power. You've got 14 heal mores. So we're hanging out here. That's what we're doing. Zatrex, I think, has decided to look for stuff. Oh, he gets the princess. So it looks like we're heading out into the world now. Whereas I think that Cirno is definitely just going to be here until go time. NPC block? Well, move out of the way. DK on the healing path. Picks up level 17. Well, this has been a heck of a seed. With a 4 strength start, and we're going to level whatever. You know, they haven't been playing for that long, so you know. But I can't imagine anybody doing anything else right now except fighting this Axe Knight, except for Zatrex, who needs to pretty much do most of the work to get the items to win. Kigalas has started to get a little bit, maybe has been just having better luck on the cycle, because stretched out a little bit of a lead, even just beyond the time it takes to refill. Like Like when you're fighting this many encounters, things like how many one-shots you get, how many ambushes, how many times you miss hurt more, they really add up and can be very consequential over the course of a lot of fights. So the in-fight RNG can be pretty consequential. Like even on just a swinging fight, if there's abilities, then, you know, it can be even more consequential. Yeah, level 19 is 125 attack power with 14 heal mores. And what, just barely passable HP? Looks like Cirno is, has 127, so maybe Zatrex hasn't found the fighter's ring. So yeah, at level 19 you got 127. And he is repelling Axe Knight now. But it looks like Cirno is going to go for it on 19 here. That is the indication that we were getting. So yeah, he's going to have 127 attack power with Fairy Water, 14 heal mores, and 97 HP. But the defense is such that, you know, you need a bad heal more to get a double heal more. It's not going to happen because you get breathed on too hard, right? Or you're never going to get attacked for more than you get breathed on. You're going to attack for like 47 max, right? Maybe 46. I think it's 47. No, it may be 46. But it is interesting that it's a dicey level, because that puts some variance into things here, especially for our bottom race, which is a significant amount closer, I would say. About to be the token pickup here for Zatrex. Needs to get these stones as well. Stones are in Hawksness, and the armor is on the coordinates. Cirno uses the rainbow drop, will create a bridge into Charlock Castle, and be the first of our 4 players on this seed to enter. But again, the only race that this has relevance in is the Cirno versus Zatrex race. DK and Kigalas, entirely separate race. We have red dragons in the first zone, so you're really hoping not to lose any resources on this dive. It's definitely not a guarantee. And DK and Kigalas is still just hanging out, doing the thing. Zatrex is dashing around the world, hoping to find everything that is out there. And I think most of it is the Rimeldar. Yeah, it just needs to find the Rimbrek Cantlin suite and then leverage that into Hawksness. And I think that would clear it. Kigalas casting the spell of Outside, maybe thinking about heading for the Stone Man now. I don't know if he's out of MP. I feel like he just went back in, but I might be misremembering. He may very well be just totally out of MP. No, yeah, he's just out of MP. Fair, fair, fair. Cirno not healing at 44 with an herb. Gets away though. Not repelling either. Saving an extra 3 MP for a heal. Or a potential stop spell or sleep on a spike. It's always a bummer when you have so much defense, like 94, and you need your fairy water, like every single fairy water you need pretty desperately, so you don't want to use them. So again, it's going to be a decision point here. We'll see if level 19 seems suitable for DK and Kigalas, or if one or both of them are going to opt to try for level 20 instead. Cirno has made it to the bottom floor. The golem, very agile, blocking the way. And Cirno casting Repel and immediately being greeted by like 4 encounters in succession. It's classic stuff. Looks like level 19 is maybe going to be enough here. I don't know, we're getting keys. Maybe Zatrex locked himself out. No. Might be enough. No, he's just exploring. Yeah, no, he needs to do this. Right. Excuse me. Forgive me. Forgive me. I've seen so many Axe Knights. I just figure everyone's always killing Axe Knights. Level 19 for Kigalas, and that seems to be enough for him to go and try to fight this Stone Man and potentially, presumably, try to win. Cirno does not have a flute, and this is potentially the worst spike he could have encountered, but he gets the kill. Had to use a heal more, though, which changes things, I would say, significantly. And this encounter right before the Dragon Lord is a real punch in the face, real kick in the pants. Just a real kick in the pants here. Looks like level 19 has convinced DK as well. Kigalas is going to be making it to the Stone Man a little bit earlier here, right? I should be paying attention to Cirno 9. $22. $38. $47. $59. $72. $82. 94. That's 101. It's 112. 121. 128. 135. 'That was huge. It was what, 148? $160 gets it done with a 13 and a 12. I think it's like 2 near max rolls to finish it out. GG's to Cirno, gonna take home the top race against Zatrex. Meanwhile, bottom race between DK and Kigalas is as of yet undecided. DK picking up that rainbow drop. And Cirno made it out, had the extra fairy water slot. The others have the flute. They will not be able to hold as many fairy waters as Cirno did. And we're just going to have to see our other players and how they handle it. Kigalas going to use the rainbow drop here. DK going to purchase fairy waters and then heal and go in. So Kigalas definitely in the driver's seat in this race right now. But as we've seen, there are dangerous enemies. And we have got good agility, but that doesn't really mean anything. And with 97 max HP, even like this ambush, if this turns into a 3-run block, it didn't, but like it could be troubling. Like just right there, a simple run block makes you a little nervous. Yeah, Beta brings up a great point. They'll have one less fairy water, but they'll likely be able to keep that heal more with the flute. The flute helps a whole lot. Looks like Zatrex is about to head into the Sharlock domain as well. So we're in Zone 2 here for Kigalas. Welcome in, Cirno, GG. Looks like everyone is attempting to go on level 19. You know, potentially, maybe Zatrex is going to get the XP here. We'll see. We're in the U here for Kigalas. So far, been able to hold on to all those resources. A lot of golems here, but been able to get away. Armored Knight a little less accommodating this time. Still decently accommodating. Rainbow drop created for Zatrex. first herb usage for Kigalas, doing pretty decently in that regard. Looks like a unfortunate... Oh no! Oh my god. Kigalas surviving on 4 HP there. That was close. In a situation here where he might need to use a heal more if he doesn't get away, he does get away though. Flute was grave 5, I believe. He's got plenty of herbs. I think 5. Maybe not. Maybe 3 now. And we have the flute prepared here for Kigalas. Will definitely help with this golem fight. You're just hoping for helpful sleep procs. It woke up immediately. Gets some friendly sleep rolls. It does wake up again. Likely, oh, just gonna swing it out. Got it. Had the math done. Knew it was safe. Gonna use the heal. Gonna use the herbs. With only 97, you're gonna get pretty close to max or at max. No encounters. We're at DL1. Got 14 heal mores for Kigalas. So a pretty great chance here. We'll see. Oh, still has the... So not as many fairy waters, but... Gets a hurt more, so not going to go into it in the most advantageous situation. Another hurt more. Are we going to need to maybe heal here to stay safe? I think you kind of have to. It's going to go for it. Does not go first. And that is a death. Rolled the dice on not heal mooring there on DL1, and Dragonlord doesn't care about your agility, decides to ambush, and that is that's really unfortunate. So DK looks like he's made it through the golem and is approaching. Dragonlord has 14 heal mores available. Zatrex rounding towards the bottom here. DK playing the herb game here. Gets hit for... DK also has a silver shield, I guess, from the grind. So amazing. Everybody got one. Alright, 85 HP going in. Will DK also succumb to an ambush? Also ambushed. Agility means literally nothing. Gets an attack in for 10. Up to 22. 2 pretty good attacks for the attack power. Boy, that's great. We're at 34. $45. Boy, 57. These are some attacks. All right, we're down to 65. 74. $81. I think DK has fairy water, right? Here we go, we're using them. 94. Two bad fairy water rolls. 103. That's a good one. That's 119. It's 131. $139. $150. $161, and DK is going to take it home. Very close race here on the bottom. Really unfortunate happenstance there for Kigalas on the ambush into the death with the 42 HP. I think also consequential was leaving a little bit before 16 and dying to the Stone Man as well. But get your GGs out for DK. Going to take this win in the first race of the group stage for him. And we'll see if he's going to join us here in the booth or not. As we are also on the Dragon Lord for Zatrex. I haven't, been paying attention to that fight, but we'll see here how he does. Oh, Zatrex did make it to level 20. I'm not sure if it came with attack power. RG saying in chat that it had 12 MP. 4 strength, and it sounds like HP. Yeah, not bad. Pretty good. Makes it a lot safer for sure. Kigalas hoping for a stop spell, getting these hurt mores, has another herb. So Zatrex is getting down to it here on this fight. And here we have dk9146 coming in, the victor of our bottom race. Welcome in, DK. How are you feeling? What are the thoughts on the top of your mind?
The nice thing about quads is you can get a really good feel for if you're right, and I felt I should have been well behind, and seeing a 10-minute behind on Cirno definitely reaffirms that. So, yeah, that was a really boring seed overall. 196 AKs and 160 hurt mores. What can you do?
Yeah, 3 of 4 players had the all-natural Silver Shield experience as we get a Dragon Lord defeated there for Zatrex. Get your GGs out in chat. But yeah, quite an interesting seed. The 4-strength start and a lot of kind of early toiling until 165. Definitely an interesting seed.
Yeah, and I wanted to, I don't know, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do at the beginning. I definitely saved the gold. I made it all the way to Mountain, but Mountain saw 2 bad enemies right away, and didn't go back for quite a while. Obviously, if you get that key, you get that sword, you're in business a lot earlier. But I mean, overall, I didn't like some of the routing. Finding hawks when I did was poor timing. I should have stayed grinding on the AK a little longer, a little earlier. But other than that, I think, I mean, it worked out at the end, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. And one of the things that happened to Kigalas was he left the Axe Knight grind a little bit before 16, and so when he saw the Stone Man, he didn't have Heal More or Sleep, and so he got 4 attempts at the Hurt More, but only hit 1. Or no, he hit 2, but it didn't die in 2, and so he ended up getting sent back home, and that was kind of costly. And then he was on DL2 a little bit before you, but he went for the last swing on DL1 with 42 HP, and got ambushed, and sent home on DL2.
Dang, that's brutal. And I haven't seen this whole fight here. He's getting. I definitely got some of the better end of the rolls on my DL2 fight. A lot of double digits on a 6 to 13 range. So, anywho.
Yeah, your melees were insane. As we welcome in Zatrex, GG Zatrex, I want to know what you're feeling and your top of the mind thoughts.
Top of the mind thought is I felt like I really screwed the pooch at the start. And then I think I did okay the rest of the way.
Yeah, the big difference for you and Cirno was you stuck heavy on grinding first in the Grave Zone and then on the Axe Knight. And Cirno was very exploration heavy on this one after getting the hurt. Even at the beginning, he was a little bit more exploration minded, but got hurt more and kind of just set off and found a whole bunch of stuff. And then you were very close on XP most of the time. It's just that Cirno had done more of the exploration, so was able to leverage that into being ready to go faster. But yeah, he was, I think, the first to get to hurt more, so was able to kind of set out and start. Like, he made it to Rim before seeing Mountain. I don't know if he ever went into Mountain, but like the 3 of you guys were all kind of diving into Mountain, and Cirno had found the Rim, Breck, Cantlin suite, so it just kind of worked out in a slightly different ways.
Yeah, I think getting armor early was probably a boon for him.
Yeah, the armor was pretty important. Both Kigalas and Cirno were able to get the armor, before their opponents, and definitely played a role. DK, I think that you were kind of last to that Cantlin Breckenary, or not last, but late to that suite. So like those things came.
Yeah, I didn't go straight north forever. I went east. I went west. I died trying to get to Garenham. It took a while to get back there. Felt terrible when I got in there. But yeah, I focused hard on that west side, and then finally circled around and saw all the towns. And I was like, oh, that isn't ideal.
Welcome in, Kigalas. Again, want to ask you the same question. How you feeling, and what are the top of the mind thoughts for you about the race today?
I feel all right, and I hate my DL2 luck.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much agility you have. I get ambushed by that guy all the time, and it's not great. So yeah, really unfortunate right there at the end.
Yeah, I thinking I was ahead, but if I burned a heal more, I wouldn't have had enough to win with the MP ahead. With that first attempt, when I had 42 HP, and then he blasted me for 44. It's like, well, I mean, I'm sure you saw me pause for a second. I'm like, do I heal or do I swing? On DL1 there.
Yeah, for sure, especially with the situation being a little tight as it was. So that's a real bummer. Yeah, I think that you had a little bit of a lead, and then dying to that Stone Man, the 2 Heartmores not being enough to get the item there, and then going back and having to go back and do that. I think let DK catch up a little bit, and then for whatever reason you got a little bit back out ahead again, and yeah, we're definitely in position for this one, if not for the bad RNG.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I assumed I would get completely trounced in this race, so almost winning feels pretty damn good.
Yeah, and got a sweet quad out of it for kick a great day of races to kick off the beginning of the tournament here. There will be many more races coming for the future, but before we get into any of that, I just want to if you guys got more that you want to talk about on the seed, or questions you might want to ask each other, or anything that you want to say, like the time is yours if you want it.
I'll just say thanks to the volunteers. I know we're early in the group stages and we still got brackets after this. There's a crap ton of races. So volunteers are the MVPs, especially the restreamers getting these on. So thanks to all of you for volunteering. And don't be afraid to volunteer if you're out there in TV land. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I'll echo that for sure. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about the seed. I mean, it was pretty straightforward once you got her board and, get the sword and whatever. Coordinates was not horrible. And then it's just, okay, grind on the Axe Knight until you finally get HP. DK, were you 19 or did you go to 20?
I believe 19, right? Yeah, whatever 16.5 is.
Zatrex the only one to get to 20. I think got there on the spike. And I believe it came with 4 strength, maybe 1 12.
Okay, and that would have been free then for sure. I suppose if I gotten fairy water after the death or after getting the drop, then I would have had enough probably to get through. But oh well.
Yeah, 19 felt dicey to me, and I mistakenly thought that the level was at 1900. So, like, I had to do a couple extra golem fights when I reached the bottom because I was like, oh, I did not count this right on my way down.
It did provide a nice, safe buffer there, though, because the fight was definitely not guaranteed at 19.
Yeah, I figured, it's like, well, I got 97 HP, I got enough MP to barely win. I got to try it,
Well, it was a fantastic race, and I think that there are some discussions about potential raid targets here in the background, but just want to offer a GG to all of you for a fantastic race, and good luck with the rest of the races. It's the very beginning of the group stage. It's very exciting. I hope to see you all, in chats and hanging out, commiserating. Maybe we'll see some red slime zones, but it's been a real pleasure. I just want to send a shout out to our team tonight. You've got Vela V doing the rebroadcast. Big props for that. We've got Shahali and RG365 Warrior Trackers. They do amazing work. Behind the scenes stuff, you don't notice it potentially, but it's great. It makes the whole thing run smoothly. So thank you very much to them. Give them your appreciation. And likely a raid going to be coming in our way sometime soon, potentially Nescard or F. Coughlin. And thanks for everyone being here. We'll catch you around. It's exciting. Summer's here. Be ready.